Hey guys, what is up? Here to leave you another review this time for a Netflix original film. Now I have reviewed two Netflix original shows: Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, excited for the new season, and Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp. I'd like them to make more. That's just me though. I love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I really like Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp, but unfortunately, with them making movies, I've heard so many great things about Beasts of No Nation. I gotta watch that. You'd think this movie would be very popular. You think, this would be another great... you think, oh, another movie's coming out. What is it? It's The Ridiculous Six. Happy Madison production. And Adam Sandler's in it. Whether or not he's in it doesn't really change. That's going to be shit. And, yeah. But, you can also say, oh, this could be shit. The Ridiculous Six is directed by Frank Carrassi, written by Tim Herlihy and Adam Sandler, starring Sandler, Terry Crews, Jorge Garcia, Taylor Lautner, Rob Schneider, Luke Wilson, Will Forte, Steve Zahn, Harvey Keitel, Nick Nolte, John Lovitz, Whitney Cummings, David Spade, Danny Trejo, Nick Swardson, Blake Shelton, Vanilla Ice, Julia Jones, Saginaw Grant, Steve Buscemi is also in it. Same for John Turturro. What the hell happened to Turturro? Even Jackie Sandler. Is that his wife? Yeah, I believe, yeah, I believe that's his wife. This movie is about this guy named White Knife, a person who has been raised by Indians for years, and he meets his dad. His dad finds him and they talk. And he's captured by a gang, and they demand, I think, like $50,000. So he gathers up gathers up all of his, like, I guess you could say half-brothers, forming the Ridiculous Six, committing crimes, like stealing money so they can pay off the guys. And yeah, there's this thing called the Left Eye Gang, I think, just like Left Eye Patch Gang or something like that. Going after them or something like that. They're basically after them for the money. And along the way, dumb shenanigans ensue. And one of the worst comedies and one of the worst films of 2015 is born. If you guys don't know, now we probably already know about the controversy surrounding it with the fact that a dozen Native Americans walked off set, and I think even the cultural advisor for Native Americans walked off set because they were so offended by the script. And it's undeniable when you see the film for yourself. And let me tell you, this is a really bad comedy, and it's really bad. But I'll tell you one thing. It's better than Paul and Walk Up 2, but it's not really saying anything. It's saying so damn little. In fact, maybe almost nothing at all. Actually, it's a joke. Actually, it's a lie. It's saying something, but very, very little. One of the reasons... you already know the controversy, and you can just tell why, and I understand it. The film is just another Adam Sandler comedy with terrible, lazy jokes, offensive ones too, and a lack of respect. It has everything you would expect from Adam Sandler comedy. Disrespecting people making fun of people that aren't Sandler. Sandler's possibly the best at anything. Like, he's a great white Indian, I guess you can say. I don't know. He has a hot wife, even though he would never really get one in real life. It has all these stereotypes, and has all of his friends there. Like Buscemi, what are you doing, man? You've done so much better for yourself. Come on, man. You do what you deal with. And like I said, there's a lot of things this comedy really has very small good things. And I'm going to get some of them around because there are a few. Number one, it looks more competently made, and it feels like Madison's actually trying to be not trying to be on vacation all the time. Like, they're trying to be a bit more effort, I guess, in the production design, the costume design, though not everything works. Though not everything's perfect. It does look a bit like a Western, also the cinematography. And I chuckled a couple times, but that's really it. Let's get to negatives. Holy shit, this movie sucks. The acting, it's basic Adam Sandler stuff. These actors are not even really trying. And even the ones that are trying something like that, they just aren't giving it their all. They're kind of half-assing it. And I'll tell you one thing. Sandler just looks so bored. He doesn't look like he even wants to be there. He barely smiles throughout most of the movie. He's just having a blank expression, or he's just depressed. Hey, you're sick? Does that mean you're sick of yourself, Sandler? Then why are you making them still? Dude, put more effort in yourself. Or just take a break for once in a while. Stop making movies. You have more than enough money and you're already overpaid as it is. There's no reason to give this guy chances. You'd think this to be a potential for him to make a good movie, but I really had no faith because we all know what path he's going down. The only fact he's going to Netflix now to get his movies made. Yeah, that's a great move. And, wow, this movie's lazy. So many jokes fell flat. Not really any. The most I could get out of him was a chuckle. That's it. And just, wow, the jokes are bad. They're not really that funny. The cast is mostly stereotypes. Taylor Lautner's probably the worst actor of them all. He plays a retard. You obviously know who I'm gonna quote. Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder. Never go full retard. Everyone knows you never go full retard. And he went full retard numerous times. But there's even times where he kind of almost acts like he actually has a bit of a brain actually in him. But that's... most of the time he just acts like a complete idiot. And it's not funny. It's grating at times. Is he annoying? Not exactly, but his jokes are bad, and the problem is it's so stupid I don't want to laugh at them because they're just not funny, but the thing is, it's forcing me to laugh at these jokes. It's just forcing them down my throat. Or, I don't know. It just wants to make me laugh, but I just can't. I just know I can't laugh at them because they're just so bad. I can't stress that. I don't understand what exactly it is that he puts up with that makes his jokes that he thinks could be funny. It's very juvenile, lowest common denominator humor, and it never really lands. A lot of it falls very flat. There are actually a few gags that made me actually rather cringe, and that is not what a comedy should do. Now, yes, I've seen cringe comedy, but cringe comedy is supposed to make you feel awkward and uncomfortable. This one just makes you feel uncomfortable. It's cringe without the comedy. You get that? Okay. I mean, wow, holy shit. This is just bad. They kind of make jokes out of people with disabilities also. I mean, we all know Taylor Lautner is a complete retard. They also think like, oh, he's invincible because because he's been dragged all over the ground, and, if he gets hanged, he is just fine. The joke could have been kind of funny with him swinging. It could have been kind of funny. But the problem is, it's just dumb. It's just so stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. If you want good Western comedy and also a good parody, Blazing Saddles. Everyone has said that. I know. Blazing Saddles is a classic. It has a bizarre fourth wall break, and it doesn't take itself seriously. It just embraces the silliness of its jokes. But also it has good humor. You have Mel Brooks directing it, for God's sake. You have classic lines. You have a comedy that is one of the best ever made. It's one of the best comedies of all time. One of my favorites. It just has everything. It nails the vulgarity. It is gut-bustingly hilarious. It's not afraid to go far. This movie feels restricted by its PG-13 rating also, but I won't deny the fact that it wouldn't help the movie either. It'd probably actually even be worse. I wouldn't even believe... I don't know. The cast is so wasted here. Will Forte? Wow. Last Man on Earth, man. You got nominated for Emmys. And what are you doing here? Holy shit, what are you doing, man? It makes me really sad that people like him do this. Steve Buscemi, why, man? You do so much better. Not to mention he had probably one of the worst jokes in the movie. Same for one of the worst gags that made me cringe. It made me gag a bit. Same for Steve Zahn. He had one that I swear to God would be more fit for a horror movie. It just made me sick. I was not laughing. Oh God, it was just so bad. It just doesn't feel really like a Western at all. It may have the look of it, just not the feel. Because number one, it's not that entertaining. There's no real shootout. There's just no real gunfight, and that's just so bad. It just holds itself back. It doesn't try to be anything fun. There's actually a filler scene that builds up to virtually nothing, and it goes on forever. And it's involving Abner Doubleday or something like that. I don't know much about it. But it involves playing baseball that goes on for too long. It's so stupid, and it builds up to, and there's nothing. It's just a pointless distraction, a filler scene. Though I swear to God, it's supposed to pad the runtime. And you know how long this movie is? 2 hours. 2 hours. I mean, holy shit. I'm sorry, but I thought it really started dragging when there was 20-25 minutes left. I thought it started dragging a lot, and I seriously wanted to fall asleep. That is not what you should be doing with a comedy. You're supposed to be, oh my god, I want to be around for more. Even though, yes, a lot of people say a comedy should be an hour and a half. Though Wolf of Wall Street is 3 hours, and people love that. They probably just think that because that's usually the case, and I won't deny that. But comedies can be over 2 hours. Anchorman 2 wasn't the best example, but it's still a solid example. But I thought it was a good movie though, and I laughed. And hey, the last few minutes, even if it started dragging in the whole third act, there were still some funny moments, and ones I remember. This movie's forgettable. Jorge Garcia just grunts all the time. There's some characters that just infuriate, that just make fun of people just to get them to get angry and lead to a slapstick scene. Wow, what the hell? And whenever there's supposed to be like this supposed fight scene or shootout going on, it's not really a shootout, and the fight scene is just ridiculous, lazy slapstick, and it's very minimal. You don't see the fighting. There's really no fighting. It's just, it's part of the background, but we have to focus on the story, I guess. It's stupid. Also, Native Americans are treated so horribly. I could see so many people hating on this movie just for the treatment of Native Americans alone. One of them's called Pocahontas, I think, or that's supposed to be a joke. Yeah, it's actually a joke. One is called Smoking Fox. Beaver Breath. Never wears bra. They make that clear too. They don't show tits, but they tease it, you know? That was, Just no one really seemed to care here also. Even when the actors are trying to be somewhat funny, it's just bad. There's also, just like whenever there's like this pit scene, these scenes where these people are just like buried up to their heads, the CGI is just obvious for the ants. The ants, you can make those so easy. You can know CGI on you can see there's been CGI, but you really see the CGI on the snake and the crow. Really, the snake. That's the worst example. That is way too obvious CGI. Ugh, shit. They kind of try to make it work, but at the same time, it's just not that funny, and it's not rewarding. And I don't care about the journey these characters are on, because number one, they're just not the most likable characters. There's also jokes involving a burro that shits. I'm surprised they didn't drag out that joke too long. They probably thought, this joke isn't working. So they used it like 3 times. First time, he just shat on a wall. It was absolutely disgusting. Second time, he shat on a person. Oh, that was even worse. Third time, a dry fart. Yeah, he farted and he didn't shit. So, yeah. But they also talk about it. God, shut up! I don't care about your joke. I don't care. We know the joke. Don't point it out. We're not idiots. It basically treats us like morons. And, wow. Most jokes, we have to be so stupid. We have to be Taylor Lautner stupid. Or maybe a bit less than that, because he went full retard to enjoy this. You have to be a fan of Adam Sandler's comedy and have no expectations and have the worst taste in humor to like this. I'm not even joking when I say that. It's really bad humor. And really, wow, the cast is wasted. I'll go back to that constantly because you know what? These people can be funny. It just makes me sad that they approve of stuff like this. This is one of the worst comedies of the year. Is it one of the worst I've ever seen? Because I don't watch a lot. I have seen a lot of bad comedies, and most of them are from Happy Madison. This could probably be. I don't see a lot of bad comedies, so maybe this would make it on there because I don't watch a lot of them. And this is a really bad one, and I don't think it needs to, and to be honest, putting it on a top 10 worst comedies movie list, maybe a little bit harsh, but I mean, I haven't seen a lot of bad comedies. I've seen Master of Disguise. Paul Malkoff 2 is horrible, and that came out this year. Biodump's probably the worst. I haven't seen a lot, so this is unfortunately another list of awful comedies, but it's not as bad as those three. Grown Ups 2 is also another horrible one. It's not as bad as really those, because there is something there. You can see that there's something there, but it just doesn't fold. It just doesn't achieve it like that. It just doesn't always care, and I really am just shocked that they approved this. We need to start demanding more quality. Stop paying for Adam Sandler stuff. Maybe this will actually be a sign. Maybe putting this on Netflix, putting this out on Netflix, and knowing that it's not going to be that popular, hopefully it's not. I'm hoping that this will actually understand that maybe he should really start putting more effort if we're going to like his stuff. It doesn't hurt to do that. It's not impossible. They can be good comedies. Writing for comedy is tough, but it shouldn't be impossible. Damn it. It just really pisses me off seeing this, and I actually think I hate the movie more just talking about it and really what it represents that just ticks me off the most. It's just an example of how not to make a comedy, and also it just fails on so many things. It's really just an insult to Western genre, and we have good entries. I hope Jane Got a Gun is good. I know about all the production issues and all the delays it's having, but I'm hopeful it'll be good. I really am hoping it. Because the cast. The only fact the script was on the blacklist, yes, it was rewritten, but I'm not saying. I don't think it's gonna be. Oh, it's rewritten. Oh, it's gonna be awful. No, I'm not betting on that. I'm also hoping. Okay, this is actually undeniable that The Hateful Eight is going to be great. It's going to be one of the best movies of the year. It's Quentin Tarantino. And now undeniably funny, which will, and that's not, I don't think it's supposed to be marketed as a comedy. And this is supposed to be, and this really isn't funny. That's just really sad, you know? There's very little positive to say about this film, and actually, it gets drowned out in the negatives. And that's really sad. I gave my positives, I did. There are a few things I liked about it, but it's so small that I really... Actually, this could be one of the worst comedies I've ever seen. And actually, I think I may hate it more. There's so little I liked. I'm not even joking when I say that. This could have been funny. In the right hands, this would have been a good comedy. This would be something that people would compare to Blazing Saddles in a more positive manner, rather than comparing it negatively to that. Considering a joke in of itself compared to Blazing Saddles. This could be another worthy entry for a Western comedy. Just why did he not try? Adam Sandler, everyone misses you. Come back. I like Happy Gilmore. I like Billy Madison. Do more dramatic roles too. I actually like Reign Over Me. It just really angers me that, number one, this is a film that can be great. This is a film that could be funny. This could be good. And there's potential for that. But unfortunately, the way it's handled, the way it's written, just doesn't mesh. Okay, sure, the writing and the execution is also terrible, but it just doesn't work. There could be some ideas, there could be potential here for a good comedy, but it just doesn't, no one really thought to put effort for that. And that's really sad, because I could see something there. There could be something here, but unfortunately that's never the case. I don't know what exactly Sandler was thinking when he was writing this. I just think, yeah, I'll get another paycheck. But to be honest, it's getting ridiculous. I'm hoping that this will get him to understand that maybe I should start putting more effort in my comedy rather than just wasting my time. Who cares if you're getting paid, man? You gotta understand what you gotta justify that payment. And that's because, you're part of Happy Madison. You make a lot of money. No. Give us something worth our time rather than just something we can waste our money on. Stop making us waste our time and our money. We deserve more. Treat us actually like we're actually like people, not idiots. Sure, some people like his stuff and that is fine. But seriously, A lot of us are getting sick of it. We demand more. No more second chances. This is it. This is the final straw. Because we're done with chances, man. Start putting effort in your comedies again, or I'm done. I'm gonna go back and watch some of your older comedies, but any new ones are coming out, I am gonna try my best to skip them. If I can be taken to them by my mom, fine. But I doubt I'm gonna like them. Hey Sandler, take this into consideration that you need to really reevaluate your career and reevaluate your reputation. You get hated on a lot. We hate on most of your movies, and I think this should be a wake-up call for you to maybe you should start changing your career path and start making better comedies. You gotta understand this, man. I mean, Jack and Jill, you got so much hate for that, and people have been hating on you so much, even before that, but it's been getting worse. Don't you think maybe you should learn to adapt from that? It's not impossible to do that. You can do that. You're talented. You're funny, man. You can do it. The Ridiculous Six is a really bad comedy. It's just not that... It's not really funny. I didn't laugh once at all. It's too long. It's just not entertaining. It really has so many missed opportunities. It's a missed opportunity like most comedies today. And the only things I like is that there are some good production values. And I chuckled a couple times, but that just doesn't save the movie. I'm sorry, but this movie absolutely sucks. Actually, I think I hated it more. Originally, I was going to give it 1 out of 5, but I'm sorry. 0.5 out of 5. This is a really bad comedy, and I really can't recommend it to you at all. Please stay away from it and stop supporting him. He'll learn. Hopefully. Anyways, that's my review for The Ridiculous Six. Comment below. What did you think about it? Do you think Adam Sandler do you think this will get Adam Sandler, or do you think this will be a wake-up call for him? Or do you think he'll continue to make crap? Especially, and knowing the fact that he has 4 more movies, I think just 3 more movies with Netflix, part of his deal. Do you think it'll be worse, or a slight step up, or just on par with Ridiculous Six? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more videos.